I just got my first sale today, baby! Woo! Let's go, brother. Hey, we are about to go to the gym, bro. It's chest day. It's a Saturday, middle of the day. This is literally the best weekend. This is the best weekend, hands down, that I have had since I've moved to Sydney, since being in Thailand. This is about to be the best weekend ever. Why? Because of two reasons. The first is that we are literally about to be monetized. We are literally, by the time this video is uploaded, we're monetized. We are monetized, and I have been working and waiting for this day for 4 years, man. 4 fucking years, bro. And 2, we've got our first sale today. So I'm gonna talk about that while we go and have a chest day. I'm just gonna, that's it. I think this is what I'm gonna do with these vlogs, man, because at the end of the day, I don't necessarily have the time and capacity to try and make the video so structured. I'm just gonna keep it raw and uncut. And if I wanna do cool edits, I'm gonna do cool edits. Because guess what? Who gives a fuck? There are literally no rules. And it's taken me this long to realize there are no rules. I can do whatever I want. As long as you guys enjoy it and it's raw, it's real, and I can showcase who I am, that's my brand. My brand is me. My brand is not some script. My brand is not other people. This is me, right? My actual first sale. I closed $1,888 in one phone call. Let's go, baby. Woo! I think we're gonna either start with the incline Smith machine. It's either incline Smith machine, or we're going to do dumbbells. I'm feeling dumbbells. I'm fucking just feeling on top of the world, to be honest. Anyway, I'm currently sitting on 14 leads month to date, and I've now closed one of those leads, which means that my lead to sale ratio is 7%. My total income is $1,600 out of $100,000 a month. And yeah, that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's actually break down the call. So usually I would actually record this and I would put down mini snippets of the call and make it based on what I am actually saying and then the personality type of the other prospects. And the reason that I'm doing that is because to be a good salesperson, it's not, to do sales training almost has very little to do with the product. And it has very much so to do with the prospect. It's prospect training, not product training. Therefore, this general advice can be applied to any circumstance, right? Based on the context of the situation, but in any product that you're selling, you're speaking to humans no matter what. Depending on their type of personality type and depending on the type of situation or the product that you're selling, whether it's B2B, B2C, then you can apply this information. So this is gonna be B2C. And hitting this goal, or whenever we break down sales calls, it's gonna be B2C, business to consumer. Every time we sell to a guy, his name's Bob. So, Bob's disc personality type was an influencer type. And the context of the phone call was, this lead actually came in yesterday. So Friday afternoon, about 2 p.m., Bob came in as a lead and I just called him within 5 minutes. Didn't really waste any time, just went straight into it. And the reason why I called him within 5 minutes is because I just went through the brutal sales training, and we'll talk more about that in the actual video. And I just relaxed. I finally relaxed. No one was in the office and I just had a chat with him. Now, he was an influencer type because in fitness, right, the situation is in most cases, guys who have like a really nice high-pitched voice and also love the gym, but are starting to get passionate about the gym, it's generally because of influencers. Like Instagram, social media for the young male is going to be very powerful in influencing them with bodybuilding, anything fitness. So that actually worked in my favor because I relate to those types of people because I'm kind of one of them, right? I'm not necessarily a fitness influencer, but I definitely watched a lot of Gymshark athletes, the likes of Elliot Burton and the Bomber. Those are a couple of guys that I just messed with. What actually went right in the call was that I identified his personality type straight away. My tonality is, in the way that I speak in general, like I'm very bro, like I'm like, yeah, what's good, man? How you going? Like that's just how I am on the phone. I love chatting like that, like bro. And you know, I try not to swear on the phone, but just in general, you know, it's part of my language. I'd be like, yeah, trying to get jacked, trying to get big, like language like that, right? Yeah, what are you training at? Yeah, nice. What'd you train today? Chest day. Yeah, mad, bro. Fucking mad. That's influencer type personality. Here's another tip that I think is really, really important is keeping the process casual, keeping the process natural. And that's what I actually did in this phone call. I kept it natural, I kept it pretty chill, and I just made it such a quick and efficient, seamless process. Now, I called him Friday, got him the lead and called him Friday, and then booked him in for the next day. However, I actually gave him the alternative choice. And the alternative choice is you give someone the suggested option. You give someone 2 options. So you'll never ever say, I'll call you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. You'll say, yeah, sounds good. I'll send you the information and then I can chat to you tomorrow at 10 or Monday. Which one works best for you? Always give an alternative choice. Always give a suggested option. And the pure reason why is because you always want to let the prospect feel like they're in control. And at the end of the day, just give them 2 options and they'll pick one, right? Like it's not as deep as making them feel like they're in control, but in general, you want to give up a little bit of the power, not all of it, but you at least want to let them feel like they're in control. If you call them within those 48 hours, 24 to 48 hour mark, then it's fine, right? Whichever one works best for them just works best for them. And they're gonna appreciate that alternative choice and look forward to the actual, second call when you speak to them. And just, I think it was just the right prospect for me. It was just the right match. And I think just because it was finally the first phone call in which I had a little bit more relax and freedom, I think that I just need to be a little bit, I think it's good to be casual on a call, but also maintain a level of professionalism, right? Because when you are selling a product that is a lot more professional, you cannot be swearing all the time. You can't just be saying, yeah, bro, nah, it's all good, we'll just do that. You can't have that. You have to maintain professionalism. And that's the difference in anything online, especially info products. When you are selling a product online, you have to remember that the brand, the website, everything online is representing you, right? And you are also representing the brand. So someone can't just meet you in person, and it's not necessarily just over Zoom, right? Different products, yes, but you can't get away with that. You have to maintain professionalism. And it's just important, right? It's just good practice at the end of the day. So from what I can remember, and I remember because it was my first sale, is I probably wasn't the most professional, but it's like, that's my 14th lead. So that's fine. Now that I've actually broken down that call and that sale, which is so good, we're off the mark. Woo, let's go. We're off the mark. It's actually Saturday afternoon. So I did it on a Saturday, which is sick, but it's Saturday afternoon, which means that it's chest day. So yeah, let's just keep going. Let's go train chest and finish off our overall thoughts. I've been doing training the whole entire week, and to top it off, getting the sale on a Saturday is literally the best feeling ever. The main reason why it's such a sick feeling, and I've only just taken my pre-workout now, just let you know, so I'm starting to get my energy rising, and I'm just going to be spitballing everything I'm thinking, is because the entire week I was getting beat up. Sales training was just intense. Don't say that, say this, don't say that. It's so much comprehensible input. And the reason why that's so important is because just like in the gym, in sales in the gym and everything you do, the beginning is always the hardest part. I've sold for 3 years before, and I'm telling you now, the beginning is the fucking hardest part because you don't know what you don't know. And even if you do know what you don't know, there is still more that you have to learn, especially when you're selling a new product. And the moment you get that first hurdle, when you get that first person, that first sale, that first revenue that comes in from your own actions, you spoke to them, you took them through the process, and they finished it with a very, very happy feeling, the best feeling in the world. You feel so powerful, and the whole thing is power. You want to feel power. You don't want to be weak. You want to have strength. People want the outcome more than anything else. You know that quote, the person who loves the journey will walk further than the person who just wants the outcome. This is the fucking truth. Just like the gym. If you're in it for just the outcome and you just want the result, if you just want the physique, if you just want to be strong, if you just want to be fit, the truth is you will get it if you truly want it. But if that's the only reason why you want it, you will not go further than the person who loves the process. You have to take control of the process. People say, you gotta love the journey. That's fucking bullshit. I don't think you have to love the journey.
I think you have to have passion, but the truth is you're not always going to enjoy it. It's gonna be fucking shit sometimes. It's gonna be horrible. And the truth lies in the fact that you take control of the process. It's not a journey. If it's a journey for you, you're gonna be fucking airy-fairy going all over the place. If you are doing it because you want to be the best version of yourself, it is a motherfucking process. It's a process. You change. And if you really want to be that guy, you have to take control of the process. Don't just be a part of it. Don't just go through it. Take fucking control. Get your two fucking hands, grab the process, and fucking you morph that thing into whatever you want to make it in life. And it's the same with sales. When you let a prospect decide for themselves and what they want to do, you're not truly a salesperson. You're not truly an advisor. You're not truly leading the process. If you want to be a leader of the process, you have to take control of the process and do not let the prospect take control. Because why? You're in a coaching position. At the end of the day, you are the one who decides if they are either a fit or not a fit. They don't decide it for themselves. And that's the reason why you're in that position, because you add value to them. There's a lot of things that they don't know that you know, you're the expert. And that's the same way you have to approach process. Take control of the process, which means you have to know what you know and not what you don't know. Don't listen to anyone that is okay with being average. If you want to fucking really move it, if you want to move sales and you want to not be feeling like shit whenever you go on a sales job or whatever the case is, you have to take control of the process, which means you're not always going to enjoy it. It's not always going to be fun. I think the second point that's so important when it comes to closing sales over the phone, that people do not realize is their tonality. Dude, people can't see you on the phone. They cannot see you. It just so happens the best phone call that I had, I was in my most positive, relaxed, and attentive state, in which led to a sale. You have to make sure that you're in the best state of mind to close a sale. People take sales with the wrong attitude, and attitude is so important. You're selling yourself, you're selling your personality. You're selling who you are. It's not just you selling, but it's the first step to selling any product. No one is going to sign up on anything or give their payment details for anything if they don't like the person that's serving them. And that very, very key thing is when you're on the phone, how you sound is so important. People do not listen or think about that. It's the same way with training. How you train when you're in the gym, if you do not put 100% of your effort into a set, you'll never get the most out of it, and it is a fact. It doesn't matter if it's going to be your best set or not, but if you approach every single set that you do in the gym with the right attitude, you will always maximize your results. In the same way you take every phone call, give your all to that person over the phone. Give everything that you have and everything that you are, and you will always maximize the result, even if it doesn't lead to a sale on that exact phone call.